Have you ever bought just one minor thing online, only to find yourself trapped weeks later spending thousands fixing a chain reaction you never saw coming? Most people think financial ruin comes from massive, reckless gambling, but the truth is far more dangerous. Your money is being eaten alive by domino spending. And until you understand how it works, you will never keep a dime of what you earn. Picture this. You decide to upgrade your workspace at home. Your old desk is fine, but it's a bit scratched up. You think, I spent 8 hours here a day. I deserve a nice desk. So you drop $300 on a sleek, modern, minimalist wooden standing desk. It arrives, you set it up, and it looks incredible. You feel productive, you feel successful. But then you sit down at that beautiful new desk and you place your old, scuffed-up plastic keyboard and mouse on it. Suddenly, they look like absolute garbage. They clash with the entire aesthetic. It feels wrong to put cheap yellowed plastic on a pristine workspace. So you order a matching mechanical keyboard and a sleek wireless mouse. That's another $150. Then you look at the cords dangling down. The old power strip is exposed and messy. You need a cable management raceway and a smart LED desk light bar. That's another $80. Before you even realized what happened, your simple $300 desk upgrade has mutated into a $600 renovation project. This isn't just you being impulsive. This is a deeply hardwired psychological trap that quietly sabotages bank accounts across the globe. My name is Prince, and on this channel, we break down the hidden behavioral patterns that keep people working for paychecks instead of building actual wealth. Today, we are exposing how a single consumer choice acts like a domino, knocking down your savings account one purchase at a time. If you want to break free from this cycle, hit that like button and let's dive into how consumer culture manipulates your mind. To see how ridiculous this cycle truly is, we have to look back at an 18th century French philosopher named Denis Diderot. He was brilliant, intellectually famous, but completely broke. He lived a modest, peaceful life with his books, his plain clothes, and his simple wooden furniture. He didn't care about luxury, and he was genuinely happy. Then, his financial luck changed overnight. The Empress of Russia, Catherine the Great, heard about his struggles and bought his entire personal library for a small fortune, roughly equal to $50,000 today, while letting him keep the books to read. Suddenly, Diderot had cash. To celebrate, he bought himself a magnificent, luxurious scarlet dressing gown. It was a masterpiece of fabric, fit for royalty. But the moment he brought that gorgeous robe into his study, everything went wrong. The robe was too grand for his humble surroundings. His old wooden desk suddenly looked stained and rotting next to it, so he replaced the desk with an expensive mahogany table. That new table made his old rug look like a tattered floor mat, so he bought a brand new Damascus rug. The rug clashed with his wall hangings, so he replaced those too. Within months, Diderot had systematically replaced almost everything he owned just to match the quality of his robe. And by the end of it, he was completely broke again. He later wrote a famous essay lamenting his mistake, stating that he had become a slave to his own upgrade. You might look at that and think it's just an old story about a guy in a fancy robe, but this happens to us on a massive scale every single day, driven by what psychologists call identity consistency. As humans, we have a desperate psychological need for our external environment to match our internal self-image. When you upgrade one visible marker of your life, whether it's buying a luxury watch, a designer bag, or a sports car, you shift your identity. If you view yourself as an average sedan driver, you're fine wearing casual clothes and living a low-key lifestyle. But the moment you stretch your finances to buy a luxury German sports car, your brain forces a complete identity shift. You are now a luxury car owner. And luxury car owners don't wear cheap shoes. They don't live in apartments with broken blinds. They don't cut corners. The vehicle or the luxury item acts as an anchor. It creates an entirely new baseline, and every single thing you own that falls below that baseline suddenly causes you psychological pain and discomfort. To fix that mental friction, you buy more. You upgrade your clothes, your gadgets, your vacations, and your dining habits. You aren't spending money because you actually need those items. You are spending money just to keep your life's narrative looking consistent. This is why looking at a price tag in isolation is financial suicide. People calculate the cost of an item by looking at its immediate sticker price, completely ignoring its multiplier effect. Let's look at a real estate example. A homeowner decides to remodel their kitchen. They allocate $10,000 for brand new modern white cabinets. On paper, it sounds reasonable and controlled. The contractors install the cabinets, they look stunning, but there's just one glaring problem. Your old 10-year-old refrigerator now looks yellowed, dingy, and out of place against the bright new cabinets. It works perfectly fine mechanically, but visually it's an eyesore. So you drop $2,000 on a matching stainless steel fridge. Now the fridge and cabinets look great, but looking down at your floor, the old laminate flooring looks scratched, cheap, and mismatched. The contrast drives you crazy. So you rip it out and install hardwood floors for $5,000. Suddenly, your kitchen is an open concept masterpiece, which means it completely exposes your living room. The old couch looks sad and worn out by comparison. The living room walls look dull. Before you know it, you've repainted the entire downstairs, bought a brand new custom sectional, and replaced the lighting fixtures. Your original $10,000 kitchen project just ballooned into a $35,000 money pit. The first upgrade didn't solve a problem. It created a domino effect of manufactured dissatisfaction. You don't have to live like a hermit or refuse to buy nice things, but if you want to protect your net worth, you have to build structural defenses against consumer conditioning. Here are 3 rules to shut down the spiral. Rule 1. Calculate the system cost, not the item cost. Before you buy any anchor item, whether it's a new camera, a gaming console, or a wardrobe piece, pause and ask yourself, what else is this going to force me to buy? If purchasing a high-end gadget requires accessories, upgrades, or lifestyle adjustments that triple its real cost, and you can't afford that full system, walk away. Do not let the Trojan horse inside your gates. Rule 2. Enforce a strict inventory cap. The domino effect relies entirely on accumulation. We bring the new item in while holding on to the old ones, creating clutter and endless comparison traps. Use a strict replacement rule. If a new item enters your life, an old item of the same category must leave. Donate it, sell it, or throw it out. Keep your possessions lean and functional, not bloated. Rule 3. Embrace strategic low-maintenance living. Sometimes the smartest wealth hack is keeping certain areas of your life intentionally humble. Drive a reliable, older vehicle that takes away any social pressure to dress in designer labels or impress strangers. When your status symbols are low-key, your brain feels zero compulsion to keep up with an expensive lifestyle. Modern consumerism is built on a simple lie that the next purchase will finally complete the puzzle of your life. But history and psychology prove that it doesn't complete the puzzle. It flips the table and scatters the pieces all over again. Stop serving your possessions. Make your possessions serve your financial freedom. If this video helped open your eyes to how marketing manipulates your spending, smash that like button, subscribe to Prince Finance, and start building real wealth instead of an expensive illusion. I'll see you in the next video. Stay sharp.